Hello and welcome to Winona State University. My name is Michael with the RE Initiative. RE, R-E, stands for Recognizing Equality. At the RE Initiative, we are committed to responding appropriately to acts of gender-based violence, reimagining and implementing effective bystander strategies, and redefining campus culture.
The RE Initiative offers PACT training. PACT stands for Prevent, Act, Challenge, and Teach. It is peer-to-peer education about gender-based violence, understanding consent, and active bystander intervention.
We know that sexual assault is a highly underreported crime, and that's why we at the RE Initiative are committed to providing advocacy for victims here on our campus.
Gender-based violence is prevalent on our campus and nationwide. RE Initiative is committed to addressing the issues and changing campus culture.
So what is gender-based violence? Sometimes joined to GBV, gender-based violence is an umbrella term that includes sexual assault, rape, stalking, domestic, and dating violence.
Next, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about each of the forms of GBV.
Sexual assault is any type of sexual contact or behavior that occurs by force or without consent of the recipient.
Rape includes penetration, no matter how slight, of the vagina or anus with any body part or object, or oral penetration by a sex organ by another person without the consent of the victim.
Stalking is a pattern of repeated and unwanted attention, harassment, contact, or any other course of conduct directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to feel fear.
The U.S. Department of Justice defines domestic violence as a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain and maintain power and control over another intimate partner. Dating and domestic violence are often grouped into the same category, though there is a difference between the two. Dating violence occurs between current or former intimate partners, while domestic violence happens between people who cohabitate together. Domestic violence does not need to be between intimate partners. Domestic violence can occur between parent and child or even roommates.
When people often think of domestic and dating violence, they think about the physical abuse that happens. But abuse can take many different forms, such as sexual, emotional, economic, or psychological abuse.
According to the White House document, Not Alone, 1 in 5 women will experience sexual assaults in college.
80% of victims know their perpetrator, whether it be a friend, an acquaintance, or a partner.
Although men make up 10% of victims, they are far less likely to report.
Now that we've explained a little bit about what gender-based violence is, we're going to talk about consent.
As we mentioned earlier, consent is one of the focal parts of PACT training. Consent is an explicit or implicit agreement between two people about how and when they are comfortable having sex, being intimate, or in general, doing anything. When we explain consent, we think it should be as simple as fries. F stands for freely given, R for reversible, I for informed, E for enthusiastic, and S for a single-time contract. Consent is freely given. This means there's no pressure from either party to force someone to conform to do something that they do not want to do.
Elsa, are those French fries?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I have one?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh my god, thank you.
Consent is also reversible. This means that at any time throughout the process, consent can be revoked.
Hey Mac, are those French fries?
Yeah.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Actually, I don't have that many left, and
Okay, yep, that's totally fine, I'll get my own.
Okay.
Consent is also informed. This takes into account sobriety and makes sure that both parties have good communication and understand exactly what is going on.
Mike! Mike, can I have some fries? They look pretty delicious. Mike? I should better get some help.
Consent should also be enthusiastic. This is where body language matches what is being said. We want yes to mean yes.
Hey Jeff, can I have some fries?
Fuck yeah, you can!
Sweet!
Consent is also a single-time contract. This means that even if you've been intimate with someone in the past, you must get consent each and every time. Risa, can I have some French fries?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I love French fries. Thank you.
Mhm.
3 hours later. Dude, Risa, that French fry like 3 hours ago was so good. Can I have some more?
Actually, I don't feel like giving you one this time, so I'm sorry.
That's alright. I'll get my own fries. Now that we understand what consent is, we're going to pause the video and have a quick discussion about ways we can ask for consent, as well as discuss situations where consent cannot occur.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Winona State University has a medical amnesty policy in place to help protect the health and lives of students at this campus. If a student has illegally consumed alcohol or drugs to the point of needing medical intervention, you can call and get that help for that student without fear of getting a minor citation.
You can also call for help for somebody who has experienced gender-based violence while under the influence of illegal drugs or alcohol.
The medical amnesty policy will protect you and the person you're calling for from getting minor citations from the police and will also protect you from potential sanctions from the university.
We at the RE Initiative utilize the tool of the medical amnesty policy to become better active bystanders.
The third component of PAC training is bystander intervention. Being a bystander can take many different forms, such as stopping harmful language or even diffusing a potentially harmful situation.
We're first going to go over what a bystander is, followed by why people don't intervene, and then we'll have role-play scenarios on how we can be active bystanders. Our definition of a bystander is anyone who witnesses an emergency or criminal events and has the opportunity to either assist, do nothing, or contribute to the negative effects.
The important parts of this definition are that bystanders have the opportunity to provide assistance, do nothing, or contribute to the negative behavior. We hope that after going through PAC training, students will be more likely to provide assistance.
Now we are going to pause the video again to have a short discussion on why people do and do not intervene.
You have 1 minute remaining.
People don't intervene for many reasons. Some of them are due to the bystander effect.
The bystander effect includes diffusion of responsibility, social influences, and confusion of responsibility.
Diffusion of responsibility is when a person is less likely to take responsibility for an action or inaction when others are present.
Social influences is when a person's emotions, opinions, or behaviors are affected by others' reactions.
Confusion of responsibility is when someone doesn't help someone else because they don't want to be mistaken for causing the distress or looking responsible for the problem.
It is important to note that everyone can be a powerful active bystander before, during, or after incidents of gender-based violence. Next, we are going to go through some scenarios that you might encounter in your time here at WSU. What's up? Are you studying right now?
Yeah, we have a test.
When?
2 minutes?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whatever, I guess we could rate by another test.
Are you going to be raped by it, or are you going to fail it?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Sorry, that is kind of problematic language. My bad. Yeah, look.
You still get it enough.
Jack was a good bystander in this scenario because he stopped harmful language.
Alright, who's ready to play spin the bottle?
Yeah,
Alright, let's go, okay? Who's it gonna be? Ooh, who is it? Is it Mike?
I hope so.
You ready? You ready? I mean, we can just go in the closet over there.
This? I don't think he
You want
wants
to do this, right? I mean, this is the game.
That doesn't mean
Spin
he's
the bottle.
obligated. Yeah, he's not obligated. I
Mike,
don't.
me
I
and
really
Mike,
don't think
go.
it's happening.
But, I mean,
I think he should just pick it up.
fine, you know what? Okay. Who's next?
Sarah was a good bystander during this scene because she stopped the unwanted event from occurring.
Hey, how's it going, Jack?
Oh, hey, Hunter, what's up?
Not too much. What about you?
You know, just writing. Oh, I saw you at the party last weekend. You guys are having fun.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a good time and everything, but I mean, it was okay. Nothing too crazy or anything.
Nothing too crazy. I saw you dancing with Sam. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like something happened because I like woke up next to them the next morning. And I guess I just don't know how it happened. I don't really know how to feel about it either. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to get to class. I'm so sorry. But if you want someone to talk to the Reinitiative on campus,
Okay.
call the number. You'll be able to talk to an advocate.
All right, awesome. I think that's gonna help a lot. Sorry. Thanks,
Glad.
Jack.
Jack was a good bystander in this scenario because he provided resources after the GBV incident occurred.
We have now come to the end of our introductory training. If you want to get more involved, you can join RE Club by emailing reclub@winona.edu.
We will now go over a few campus and community resources that you can use during your time at Winona State University.
Okay, finally we are going to wrap up with some on-campus and community resources that you can use.
To start off, we have the WSU 24/7 Confidential GBV Helpline. This is a unique resource to our campus because it's held by trained advocates who are also your peers. Next, we have Health Counseling and Wellness Services. This is there for any students who might have any health concerns. They also staff a SANE nurse, which is a sexual assault nurse examiner.
There's also WSU Security, who you can call if there's ever an unsafe situation and you don't know what to do. You can also call the police. We also offer the Women's Resource Center Crisis Line to WSU students.
Remember, we're all in this together. You have the opportunity to be a powerful, positive, active bystander in your community. And we hope to see you at the next PAC training.